Hello. So today we're going to be talking about the chain rule for differentiation, or taking the derivative using the chain rule. So here is the rule. So the rule says that if we have a composite function f of g of x, so g of x is inside of f of x, and we take its derivative, then the derivative is going to be the derivative of the outside evaluated at the inside multiplied by the derivative of the inside. And let's kind of break down what this means. So this first part, f of g of x prime, what that's saying is that we have some outside function, and then inside that outside function, we have an inside function, g of x, and then we're going to take the derivative of that entire thing, and that entire derivative is going to be the derivative of the outside evaluated at the inside, and then multiplied by the derivative of the inside. And so part of doing these problems is recognizing that you have a composite function, recognizing that you have, an outside function and then an inside function, and then being able to take the derivative of each of them individually. So let's do a quick example. So let's do e to the 5x, and we want to take the derivative of e to the 5x. So as we said, we need to identify, which is the inside function and which is the outside function, and this is a composite function. And so let's kind of think about that. What this is saying is that our outside function is e to the u. It's e to some variable. So e to some variable is a function. And then inside of that variable, we can kind of input something else. And what we're inputting into this one is 5x. So u is equal to 5x. And so this is kind of our outside function, kind of the outermost part of our function. And then the u is equal to 5x is on the inside of the e to the u. And so let's talk about how to write that. So what I normally do is I like to kind of identify them or determine them by writing them down. So I say the outside is equal to e to the u. The inside is u is equal to 5x. And then we're going to take the derivatives of each of them separately. So we're going to say the derivative of the outside. So the derivative of e to the u or e to the x, like e to any variable, is just e to that variable. So this is just e to the u. And then the derivative of 5x, is just 5. And so now we use the rule to kind of put everything together. So the derivative of composite function is the derivative of the outside evaluated at the inside. So we do the derivative of the outside, so this right here, and then we're going to evaluate this at 5x, the inside. So we're going to do e to the something, and then we're going to evaluate that at the inside, which is 5x. And then we're going to multiply all of this. So we're going to multiply all of this. We're going to multiply all of this by the derivative of the inside. The derivative of the inside is 5. So we're going to multiply all of this by 5. And then another way to write this, so you can stop, you can circle this or box this and be done. Another way to write this is 5e to the 5x. And there you go.